If you were to ask someone 20 years ago, who are the faces of Marvel, you might be surprised to hear that it's not Cap, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. It was actually Spider-Man, Wolverine, and the Hulk. Before the faces of the MCU graced our movie theaters, these three characters were firmly sitting at the top of Marvel's food chain. So when the MCU did come around, you'd expect these characters to be the best of the best, right? Well, for two of them, I can say they've done a pretty good job, but for this dude right here,
Look out!
Bruce.
Damn.
You serious?
he is big trash. The MCU has completely massacred the Hulk. This dude has been so trash for like 10 years now, and it's genuinely unacceptable.
Look out!
What the hell is this? Who is this? Now, y'all know I'm DC's #1 glazer, but after watching Deadpool and Wolverine and seeing the trailer for the new Captain America movie, I realized something. Did everyone forget how garbage the MCU Hulk is? In the new Captain America trailer, we get a look at the 97-year-old Harrison Ford's Red Hulk. And as I witnessed another Gamma monster, I specifically remembered how horrendous the MCU Bruce Banner is. It almost seems like Marvel gave up on the Hulk, which I blame on two reasons. Section 1, the speedster treatment. Much like the speedsters of comics, the sheer power that they hold is hard to translate into a live-action universe. So, like a speedster, Marvel decided to nerf Hulk's powers into the ground to fit the story. And Section 2, misunderstood characters. Over the years that the MCU has been popular, the Hulk has had a lot of different images. In the 2008 movie, he was a feared monster, and by Endgame, he was whatever the fuck this is. Starting with Section 1, when the MCU was first established, the second movie ever created was the beautiful, Incredible Hulk. Now, I don't give a fuck what no one says. This movie was peak MCU Hulk. Sure, it had a few problems, but the Hulk reached his all-time high in 2008. Why, you might ask? Because the Hulk was not fucking around. They had the whole government after Bruce Banner. Bruce himself was terrified of turning into the Hulk. Plus, the aspect of his heart rate being the way he turned was always better than the I'm always angry bullshit. Now, Abomination wasn't my favorite villain, but what this movie did better than any other MCU project involving the Hulk did is that Hulk actually wins his fight. I swear Hulk did not lose one time in this movie, and good. That's how it should be. In the 2008 film, every time Hulk got hit or knocked down, all that happened is that his eyes grew greener and he got back up. I am so sick of the Hulk getting knocked out or losing 1v1 fights to bums. Respectfully, Thanos should have gotten packed up in this fight. I don't want to hear anything about it in the comments. Now, the 2008 film is the best portrayal of Hulk in my opinion, but the 2012 Avengers film did a pretty good job too. In the very first Avengers movie, Hulk was pretty badass. One of the first scenes when Black Widow is trying to recruit him onto the Avengers is an all-time great scene for me. It was tense and Banner seemed unpredictable. Banner is surrounded by the military because they know if the Hulk is let out, they're hopeless to stop him. I feel like Hulk has lost his unpredictability, which in turn has made him weaker. Again, everyone should be scared of what might happen if he got angry. The Hulk has lost his fear aspect in the MCU. Yes, the Hulk is a superhero, but that does not mean people aren't shitting their pants when this fucking thing is coming after them. The Hulk damn near fights his team as much as his enemies. This is a big problem because what the fuck is this? I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Get him off the screen. Get him off the screen. But back to 2012, as the 2012 Avengers movie progressed, the Hulk seemed like the Hulk. He went toe-to-toe with Thor, he got glazed by Tony, and he hit Loki with the WWE finishing move. After the I'm always angry scene, which I will talk about in a second, the Hulk did give the business to Loki's army, and he did feel unstoppable. The Hulk was strong in this movie. However, in Age of Ultron, this is when the trend of the Hulk losing his fight started, when he lost to Hulkbuster Iron Man. Now, you just can't convince me the Hulk is losing a fight in a 1v1 straight hands. This brings up another point. If the Hulk is able to lose a fight to Iron Man, this means Iron Man is stronger than the Hulk. So what is the Hulk's purpose when others on his team can do it better? The point of the Hulk is to be the ace up the Avengers sleeve. When all hope is lost, they bring out the Hulk and he turns the tide. But if Iron Man can beat him in a fair fight, then he really has no point to be there. If he's not the strongest there is, then what's the point of him risking a rampage? Then in Thor Ragnarok, we see Hulk again, and he fights that big-ass wolf and wins, fortunately. But that fight really had nothing to do with the storyline, and if you took it out, nothing would have changed. They really just needed something for Hulk to do in that movie. But then it starts to get tragic in both Infinity War and Endgame. The Hulk is such a laughingstock. First, he can't even turn into the Hulk in Infinity War after he got his ass beat within 5 minutes to a no gauntlet Thanos and is reduced down to this.
You guys are so screwed now!
Saigon. Shit. I'm still only in Saigon.
Then he constantly gets outshined by other heroes like Iron Man and Thor that use him to show how powerful they are instead. And then don't even get me started on Professor Bum, because I mean, why out of all of the Hulk's forms that he could be, why would you choose this one? I mean, this is so whack. Overall, he does nothing to benefit the team physically as the Hulk or mentally as Bruce Banner. I'm not joking when I say this. Are you fucking serious? Why is he not doing anything? How did he lose this fight so easily, man? I can't get over it. It's not like we're dealing with some random no-name bum. This is the fucking Hulk. He's on the Mount Rushmore of Marvel heroes. Why is he such a bum? I can't believe that they try to transition him into a comedic relief butt of the joke character. Like, does nobody in the studio realize how depressing the Hulk is?
You need to kill me, but you can't. I know, I tried.
Now, I have to blame the nerfs of his power on Section 2, because even if the Hulk isn't as strong as his comic counterpart, that does not mean his character has to be this much of a loser. To have the Hulk constantly overshadowed is such an odd choice to me. In my opinion, the Hulk is the most interesting Avenger. His conflict between Bruce Banner and the Hulk sets his character apart from any other hero in these movies. The Hulk and Bruce Banner are not one and the same. The Hulk isn't some random buffoon who likes to run around and destroy things. You have to think of it as more of a newborn baby. He's scared, he's looking for peace, and he doesn't understand what's going on yet. In the 2008 film, I feel like they do this rather well in my opinion, and this scene alone establishes that. However, in the 2012 film, that part of Hulk kind of just disappears and he actually becomes some random buffoon who likes to destroy things. But then the I'm always angry scene comes. Many people put this scene as one of the best Marvel scenes, and I disagree. If you really think about it, this scene makes no sense at all. If Bruce is always angry, why isn't he always the Hulk? Why does him being angry all the time give him the ability to control/turn into the Hulk? Are the Hulk and Bruce Banner two separate people here? These questions are not answered, and did everyone forget that not even 1 day ago he was trying to kill everyone around him in the hangar? If Bruce was always angry, why didn't he just stop attacking? You cannot convince me that the Hulk goes from a mindless destroyer to a team player in one sentence. Taking orders from Captain America not 1 day after almost killing Black Widow simply just doesn't make sense. Why did the Hulk start beating Steve Rogers' ass right here? Oh yeah, I get it, because he's always angry. Section 1 and 2 go hand in hand. The Hulk is by far the strongest Avenger, but he's also the most reckless. The Hulk is a nuclear bomb. He can be extremely helpful, but he's also extremely dangerous. He doesn't take orders. He's not a member of the team. The Hulk is a last resort. So when he's on a team, he needs a reason to be calmed down. And in Age of Ultron, it's shown that Black Widow is needed in order to calm the Hulk down. So he's not in control here, but he's a team player here. So which is it? Does the Hulk have control or not? Are they scared of him or are they not? It's very unclear what Hulk's motive is, because the I'm always angry scene suggests that Bruce Banner is in control of the Hulk, but later in Age of Ultron, Hulk starts tweaking out at the sound of his name.
You're Bruce Banner. Right. Don't mention puny Banner.
So what the fuck is going on? So even though the Hulk is a nuclear bomb and could go off at any moment on his team or civilians around him, they seem to bring him along to every mission that the Avengers goes on. So this makes you wonder, is he really that destructive as he says he is? This leads right to the fight between Iron Man and the Hulk later in Age of Ultron. If the Hulk is struggling against Iron Man, who should be a no diff for the Hulk, and Iron Man is able to crack jokes while fighting what should be the scariest threat he's ever fought, It makes it so the Hulk really isn't that much of a threat as we've been told he is. This scene alone takes away every bit of power that the Hulk had. This isn't even mentioning the horrible decision to make Black Widow and Bruce Banner a couple. I mean, why is this the route that they went? Where is Betty? Betty Ross isn't just some love interest for the Hulk. She is quite literally the only thing that Bruce Banner and the Hulk have in common. She holds the key to calming him down, so where the fuck is she? You can't just give her character to Black Widow. That not only takes away from the Hulk, but also takes away from Black Widow. Then this goes right back to him being a team player with no consequences. So again, this scene doesn't make any sense. Why would she need to calm him down if not 4 shots ago they were doing a team up scene? Then at the end of Age of Ultron, we see Hulk leaving the team and drifting off into space. Does anybody know why he's doing this? Where the fuck is he going? So far, Hulk has been nothing but a role team player, causing no problems that fucking Iron Man couldn't fix. So why all of a sudden is he mad at his team and leaving the planet? Then this goes into the shit show that is Thor Ragnarok. I fucking hate the Thor movies. If you're one of the few that can see past the shitty jokes in the Led Zeppelin scene, you come to realize that this is when the Hulk dies in the MCU. Ragnarok takes multiple parts from the Planet Hulk comic, which is one of Hulk's best comic runs, and they decide to make Thor the main character instead, forcing the Hulk to be a side character in his own adaptation. On top of that, Hulk doesn't even win his fight against Thor because Thor randomly becomes a god mid-fight. I guess if Iron Man can whoop Hulk's ass, why not Thor too? The once feared green monster is reduced to throwing temper tantrums in a skirt. And this is so embarrassing. And the only fight that Hulk was able to win was the big CGI fight against the Wolf that had no impact on the story at all. And by Infinity War, Hulk is used as a jobber to show how strong Thanos is. Yeah, this is the last time I ever want to see Hulk on the big screen, and it's ending up with him getting clapped by a no gauntlet Thanos. And then, after all that shit,
Hulk out.
Bruce.
Damn.
now you might say, Professor Hulk is in the comics, Worms. Yeah, I get it, but that doesn't mean we need to see him on screen just because it's in the comics. Especially when the Hulk's character isn't even developed in the slightest, and in no way, shape, or form are Bruce Banner and Hulk compatible enough to do this. The last time we saw them, they hated each other. Hulk wouldn't even come out to help Bruce Banner in the fight. So all of Hulk's growth was done off screen, so it doesn't count. Basically, the Hulk is one big joke in the MCU, and at this point, there's really no returning from it. From a feared monstrous threat to getting his ass beat in 5 seconds, the MCU has completely lost the plot when it comes to the Hulk, and no one can say otherwise. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Hulk and what else you'd like me to talk about. I'll see you guys in the next video.